Well, hello everyone. I hope that you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, remembering the ones who gave everything for our freedoms here in the USA. And we thank God for them and we thank God for those freedoms. I'm so glad that you joined me today as we dig deeper into God's Word together. Today is Tuesday, May 26th, and we're going to be in the Old Testament book of Esther again this week as we continue the story of Esther. And in case you weren't with us last week, we began the book of Esther and we looked at how God took an ordinary Jewish girl and made her the queen of Persia. And we know ultimately that it was because God had a plan for Esther. And this week, as we dig deeper into God's plan, we're going to discover how he's going to use Esther to rescue his people, the Jewish people. And so that's going to be the title of the study this week. God used Esther to rescue his people. So as we learned last week, the old queen Vashti is out and Esther becomes queen. Right after that, her cousin Mordecai, who happens to work at the king's gate, he earns the favor of the king as well. We read in Esther chapter 2, verses 21 through 23. In those days, while Mordecai was sitting at the king's gate, Bigthan and Teresh, two of the king's officials from those who guarded the door, became angry and sought to lay hands on King Ahasuerus. But the plot became known to Mordecai, and he told Queen Esther, and Esther informed the king in Mordecai's name. Now when the plot was investigated and found to be so, they were both hanged on gallows, and it was written in the book of the Chronicles in the king's presence. I love how the book of Esther has a constant turn of events. The plot twists and turns, and it always has your attention. Now, even though God's name is not used in the book of Esther, it's very easy to see his hand at work. Okay, so Mordecai hears of the assassination plot, and he rats the guards out. They're investigated and killed. They're hung on the gallows. And so now Mordecai's presence at the king's gate already indicates a place of power and trust. He must have been a Persian official of some sort, connected with maybe administering or advising or protecting the king. And that's probably why he and Esther didn't go back to Jerusalem in the first place and why they remained there in Persia. And now Mordecai, by ratting out these guards and saving the king's life, basically, is going to be on the king's good side and earn favor with him. Talk about the right place at the right time. But I don't think this is a mere coincidence for Mordecai because God's hand is at work in his life. There's going to be evil plotted against the Jewish people, God's people, and God is going to use this to play into how he's going to use Esther to save those people. You see, there's someone else who also has the king's favor, but unlike Mordecai, this guy has a heart that's bent for evil. He's looking for power, he's looking for honor and respect, and he'll do anything to get it. His name is Haman. But he won't have the king's eye for very long because what he doesn't realize is that God is at work as well. And we'll get into that evil plot of Haman's and the twists and the turns next time. See you soon. God bless.